Hey guys, so you're kind of low right now camera-wise because my tripod doesn't get very high and I want to kind of shoot a video here sitting at the table. So when I was at the bookstore yesterday here in Basel, I got this thing of origami paper. It was 6 francs for 20 pieces of paper, which now that I think about it, that's kind of expensive. But I like doing origami and I haven't done it in about a year. And I was kind of excited because look at these like cool different kinds of pieces of paper. They're kind of botanical flower themed and I thought that was pretty nice. And it's been about a year since I've done origami, but back home in Hawaii when I did it, I had made probably 500-600 origami butterflies for a decoration in my bedroom. And so I thought I wouldn't forget how to do it because I had done it so much. I was like, oh, I'll never forget how to do this. But yesterday I got home from the bookstore with my origami paper, super excited to make a paper butterfly, and I couldn't remember how to do it. I had to look it up again, and I was able to make my paper butterfly. It's different than the one in the instructions. This one requires you to cut the paper, so I think I'm going to try this one today. But this is the one that I made 500 of last year, and I kind of wanted to make this video talking about doing things I'm bad at or things that I've kind of forgotten how to do, but things that I want to do anyways because they're things I like doing. And just because you don't remember how to do a hobby or you're not very good at the hobby doesn't mean it's not worth doing. So I think origami is a pretty good hobby to have for me because it's kind of quiet and it takes focus, but it's paper and it's something that you don't need to get frustrated at yourself for because you can just refold it and try again. So I made this yesterday and I made this little cool lotus flower. I don't know if it came out right because like at a certain part in the tutorial it got a bit confusing. So I made this lotus flower and this butterfly, and today I thought I would try and make this butterfly, and I had this tutorial on how to make an origami cat. And I'm probably not going to take these with me, and I'll probably leave them here at the house for the lady, and she has 2 cats, so I thought some cat origamis would be pretty cute. But they were pretty complicated. I was watching the tutorial, and I'm like, oh, that seems like it's very hard to do. And I didn't really want to do it, but I'm like, if you don't try, then you'll never know if you actually could. So that's basically today's vibes. Oh, wow. That's basically today's vibes. Is doing origami and things that I think I'll be bad at to see if I'll actually be able to do them. So let's do a quick paper tour because that's exciting, right? So it was this set of origami paper. It was a set of 20 and it's 4 different kinds of papers, so 5 of each. So there's this one, and all the backs of them are just red, which I don't understand. Why don't they make the design on both sides of the paper? Why do they have to make one side blank? You're paying a lot for pieces of paper. Why can't both sides be the same pattern? But there's this one, and this is the one that I made the lotus flower out of. So this paper, and then this is the one I made the butterfly out of. I thought it was funny because it also has butterflies and like carnations and everything. I saw these and I was like, oh, these are beautiful. Perfect way for me to get back into origami. Then there's this one, which I think these are hyacinths maybe. But there's like some lilies, so maybe I'll try and make a lily flower out of some of this paper. And this one has like vases on them and some butterflies and some more flowers. So these are nice. So I'm gonna maybe do this one first, I need to get some scissors because it actually requires cutting. I don't usually like cutting in origami because once you cut, you really can't go back. But I'm kind of interested in making these butterflies because they're rounded and this one is pretty angular. So I'm gonna try that one out. So the instructions. Origami is an art which the enclosed instruction manual can only hint at. You'll gain experience over time. Help is provided in web videos which are available for almost every model. Important. Always fold paper precisely and with intensive pressure. Origami butterfly. I'm gonna go get scissors and a cup of coffee and we'll get started. So basically, this one was the same instructions as this one. The only difference was you cut it so you had the round edges. I was thinking this was going to be so much harder, but it was the same instructions. And it only took like a minute or two. So here's a butterfly. I think it turned out pretty nice. It's kind of a good warm up. And then next, I think I'm gonna do the cat. I thought this was gonna be a lot harder. The cat did not work out, and I was able to refold the piece of paper into this butterfly, and I cut the wings a little bit differently this time. So instead of rounded, they're kind of like bumpy. So the cat did not work out because for some reason this paper is very hard to fold with all the patterns and I couldn't see the fold lines. So I was able to turn this piece, I didn't want to waste the paper, I was able to turn it into a different butterfly, and I cut the wings kind of like this instead of smooth or leaving them straight. So now I just have this cute little butterfly origami. I don't know. I made like 500 butterflies a year ago. So I guess I'm just getting back into the habit of making butterflies again. I want it to be muscle memory like before, but I don't want to use the rest of my paper making butterflies. So I might try and make a lily flower or something else. So here's the origami collection so far. I might try and make another lotus flower because that would be pretty with the butterflies like this.